very happy Thanksgiving to you. Day 17 of 60 is in the books, and I got to tell you, what the word I used the other day, a banger. This was a banger hunt. 4-man limit by 7:18, I think they said. It was good, man. Man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to refer to you as a man. It was good. Now they flew really nice, much differently than the past 2 days, to be honest with you. So, not much wind, but it was northeast. So, guys, again, thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving. Just leaving the ramp. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was really concerned this morning. I stepped out of the house and really no wind. I'm like, man, this is going to be exactly like the past 2 days have been. And even here at the ramp, it felt like that. And as soon as we got out there, I was like, oh, yes, this is going to be good. Just a nice bump. It wasn't windy, but just kind of a northeast breeze overnight. Had a nice I'm going to call it a wave, kind of a swell. A swell, well, I was trying to combine a wave and swell together. That was a horrible attempt. But it's kind of a wave, kind of a swell. Nice chop, how about? And the Scoter ate it up. Some of the times I was just out of position, like we were sitting right on the decoys, and those birds came in so nice. So Damon, RYT Plumbing, started, and will finish. He and his sons will finish the plumbing at Pitboss World Headquarters, PBHQ, the farm. More than a pleasure having them aboard today. And I couldn't ask for a better morning. Heading home to my lovely wife. You know her, Karen. Well, if you don't know her, it's Karen, I should say. Damon and his sons are big surfers, so we talked a little bit of Australia. Karen's from Australia. So we talked a little bit of surfing from Australia, how just everybody surfs in Australia. We talked about Bali, surfing Bali. Not that I surf, but I do know a little bit. How about this? For my younger friends, it's really good to know something about a lot of things. Just know a little about a lot. And I don't profess to be a surfer. Boogie boarded way back in the day. At my age, I probably couldn't bounce on a surfboard, truthfully. But in Australia, everybody everywhere is surfing. So that was kind of a nice topic to talk about. But birds flew well. We were common Scoter heavy. Did see one white wing. They did shoot a nice Drake surf Scoter. And then as we're picking up decoys, man, the birds referred to you as man again, didn't I? Sorry about that. Apologize. The birds covered us up as we were picking up decoys. So, and yes, once again, I should have my seatbelt on. I don't. Woo! I just pegged the mic probably, but it is flowing through me in a good way. But it's 8, excuse me. It's 8:12 in the AM on Thanksgiving morning. So heading home. Karen's ran the dogs. She made some beautiful looking pies. Made a pumpkin pie for my mom from scratch. She did her signature apple pie. Beautiful work, love. I saw them this morning. And I think she's going to try whip me up a lemon meringue pie. She's done all the work for Thanksgiving. She brined the birds yesterday. I told her I would do it when I got home, but she did it first thing in the morning. And not to be all sappy, but I am thankful for her. In my life, it took me 45 years to find my best friend in my wife, as in Karen. So I am thankful for that. Thankful that my mother still is able, at 88 years old, she's getting around slower, but she is still somewhat cognizant? Am I saying it correctly? And then, of course, Molly, my daughter. Molly, love you. So, and lots of other people in between. But, yes, day 17 of 60 was a good one. Really was a good one. And not to make it about money, I got paid. So, all the way good around. And here's a little backstory about today's hunt. So, typically, I should have started this out by saying this. But the story is, goes that generally and typically, definitely Christmas, although it falls on a Sunday this year, Christmas and Thanksgiving are days, although I have hunted on both of them before. I've guided on both of them before, I should say. Generally, they stay open. So, PBHQ, Pitboss World Headquarters of the farm, working with Chris Wilhelm, Pole Building Outfitters, and just had really a little difficulty, trouble. Anyway, searching for a plumber. And Chris's guy, the first one I was in contact with, didn't really seem to work out well. Chris's guy was just, as Chris likes to say, F you money, meaning he's going to charge, and if because he didn't really want to do the job, but for that kind of money, he would do the job. So then I just started cold calling. Karen was looking around. I started cold calling, and in this day and age, it seems like, and I don't want to be a hypocrite because I try to do my best at this also, but it's hard to get. My experience has been with a lot of this, not with Chris, and not with Damon, but to get people to return your phone call. RYT Plumbing, Damon reached right back out to me. Boom, boom, boom. Emailed him the plans and had a price instantly. So and time was of the essence for us, timeline, because everything had to, whatever was going to get under the concrete had to be put under the concrete, obviously, before we could pour. And we needed to pour the slab. So, and on top of all that, we had to put, once he and they got done doing the plumbing, the rough in for the plumbing, we had rough in for electric that's under the concrete, then 2 inches of foam, plastic, 2 inches of foam, the PEX tubing. It was kind of, there's a lot going on there, has to be done, and people can't get in their way of each other while they're doing it. And so it just time is of the essence for us, although it's still very slow, because I truly thought before duck season it would be lockable, and it's still not. But it looks like December 1st, so basically a month and a half behind, she will be lockable. But anyway, get a price, we're happy, we're good to go. Damon calls back and says, hey, he says, I'm looking at these plans. He says, it says Pitboss on there. He says, are you the guy in the ocean? I said, I happen to be that, yes. He's like, that's awesome, man. He's like, my sons follow you. We love to duck hunt. Would you happen to have an open day? I was like, well, I said, it's probably not going to work out for you, but the only day I have open is Thanksgiving. He said, Thanksgiving, huh? I said, yep. He said, that's perfect. He says, we'll go shoot in the morning, and we're going to eat in the afternoon. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So anyway, it worked out really well. Again, kind of the small world kind of stuff. I guess partly of my own doing, definitely out and about. I do, make myself very public, especially with the guiding, and so it's just kind of another little twist, another little wrinkle of how social media is so strong, and lots of people know lots of people. So, and in that said, and I always try to conduct myself in the best positive way that I can. Do I get angry at people and you want to do maybe immature things? Yes. But I try not to publicly show that, so. Because you just never know. I get worried sometimes when Karen drives my truck around with the big old logo on the back, because she's got a heavy foot. Who knows what she's doing out and about in the Pitboss F350. And people, somebody think it's me. All right, I am rambling. It's an awesome morning. You know what? We haven't done one in a while, much like Christmas. I think we're going to maybe start off our day with a special bourbon for Thanksgiving. I think that's start our day off. That didn't sound good, did it? Because I already started my day off at Wawa with Wawa coffee. But no. Karen would tell me I shouldn't say it, but if you want to drink all day, you got to start early, right? So we'll see if I can persuade her into enjoying some bourbon with me. I put it this way: if she's not going to, I won't. But Thanksgiving and Christmas are pretty easy days to make it happen. So I don't know what I'm kind of feeling like I might want to go Weller. We'll see what I can talk her into, but I bet you she'll partake with me. So, woo! Once again, I did say it's flowing through me. Awesome day. Day 17 of 60s in the books. Hey, if you're just finding us, thank you very much. I do want to really have guests, and once PBHQ is 100% set up, I'm going to have a little bit of a studio, so that will be much easier to do. And I got some local people, great local people that I'd like to have on, interview, have some fun with. I won't say any names right now, just because. Not that there's any issue that I shouldn't, but I'll just hold off until it really happens. But if you're not following along with us, please do so. You can check out today's hunts, clips, day 17 to 60, and the rest of day 1 through 17 on Instagram at Pitboss, Pitboss, Waterfowl, FOWL. I know duck hunters don't have to tell you that, but people that are not into the waterfowl world often spell it FOUL. So, didn't mean to insult any waterfowler out there. Apologies on that. But yeah, if you're not following along with us, please do so. At Pitboss Waterfowl finds us pretty much everywhere, and on YouTube.com/Jeff Coates, JEFFCOATS, or pitbosswaterfowl.com/Pitboss Waterfowl. So, yeah. Thank you for taking the time to listen. A very happy Thanksgiving to all my U.S. friends. Canada's was back in October, and we do wish our Canada friends a very happy Thanksgiving on their day in October. And honestly, I don't know Australia. I should know this, Karen. I'm sorry. It is, to me, maybe I'm getting confused with Easter though too. I don't know. That's my duh moment. Sorry, can't tell you about Australia. I should know that. I'm sorry, love. All right. Once again, day 17 of 60 is in the books. Almost a third of the way through the season. And a very happy and safe and enjoyable Thanksgiving to you.